live. Why are we so small? What happened to our background? It's all gone.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's weird. Let me see. We'll get it back. There we are. Now we're back.
Oh, there we go.
We could go brick wall today. Black bricks.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
What else we got?
I like the spotlight.
Oh, that's a good one.
Woo! Let's go back to the brick in the wall. I love it.
Ciao.
Why is there no one showing up live?
Oh,
What is happening here? I give up.
yeah.
Let me see if we're live. Hang on.
It says live.
Yeah, we're live. I think I see you.
Tina's here. Hi, Tina.
Well, it's not showing up on my phone
What?
that we're live.
I can see it on my computer.
Can you?
Well, other people are
Let
showing
me
up.
see. Oh, there's Tina Reed Ramsey's on Facebook, so she's there.
Yeah, and Cheryl Cowwood's on YouTube.
Yeah, so I guess we're getting out. I just can't see it yet. That's interesting. Why is it doing this to me today? I hate technology.
Amazon.
Technology drives me crazy sometimes. And I'm usually pretty good at it, but not today.
I'm not.
Not
I'm trying to
today.
see.
My blood sugar monitor's working. Is that all right? Okay. This is crazy.
Hi, everybody. We're just trying to get our shit together.
We are. How y'all doing? Bronson, thank you. Jim, Tina, Cheryl. Cheryl.
Girl.
We'll say Cheryl. How you doing, Cheryl? There we are. Now we're on. We're up and
Hi,
live.
Hi.
What's
Hi,
that?
Jim. Hi, Bronson. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Tina. Hi, Jim.
Jim Ingram in the house. Kent Fry in the house. Hi, Kent. He says YouTube's working. How you guys like the brick in the wall background? Anybody like that? It's
Bob
clashing with your
Klein's
bricks.
Show up again.
It's clashing with your bricks. Hang on. I love that part. Wow. Hey,
Hey, now.
you probably haven't been on the Book of Face a lot today, but if you were, you would have seen that I had the Men in Black show up at my house.
What do you mean?
That's what a lot of people were posting, but no, I had apparently Sunday there was an earthquake here in Ohio, and it was in Springboro area. And this guy comes to my door and he says, the epicenter of the earthquake is your address. This is where it happened, right here at my house.
Shut the fuck up.
2.5 on the Richter scale, which means nobody felt it. I didn't feel it. I was here. My dogs didn't act funny, nothing. But there's a big pipeline that runs on the side of my property. This is going to be a long story now. Big pipeline that transports gasoline and diesel fuel. And I mean, it's a big pipeline. It goes all the way from northern Ohio to the river where they get it. And so they're, anytime the ground shakes, they get real uptight about the fact that, they could be pumping thousands of gallons of gasoline into the environment. So they check it. And that's what they were here. They were flying a drone over my house. They were looking for cracks in the ground and all this. Well, the ground's so dry, it's cracking anyway. But apparently it did no damage to anybody and nobody felt it. And that was it. But that was kind of wild. I mean, this guy comes to the door. He's like, we need to talk to you for a minute. I'm like, okay. And it's they've got planes that fly this pipeline all the time and watch it. And let me go out there and dig in my yard next to it. And I guarantee you somebody's going to show up at my door because they don't like that either.
Oh.
So there you have it. That's my story for the day.
Look
And
who's here, Ronnie Vaughn.
That interrupted my whole day, by the way. What else we got? Who else is out there? John Esper in the house.
Vaughn, Kevin Cooper, Gina, Erica.
Tony from Hindsight. How are you, Tony?
Billy.
Can we say that in an Italian accent?
Tony. John.
The lovely Gina McCann. Erica.
Again, I have so many comments.
Yeah, Bob commented on it. There were people putting funny things, asking what I was doing at the time of the earthquake and all
You
that.
filming a porn?
Trust me, nothing like that is happening in my crib. No. Huh?
What?
You think I was filming porn?
Maybe.
Yeah, well.
Make some extra money.
Maybe I tripped and fell and it caused an earthquake, but no porn.
Oh, stop.
No porn. Oh, and disclaimer, everybody. I will get to the Miss Jackie pictures. I have pictures of Miss Jackie's show on Saturday night or Sunday night. Please bear with me. It's been a busy day, and those guys screwed my day up. So, and wait till you see the Miss Jackie pictures.
Oh my God.
Just when you think she can't take it to an all new level with her costumes, she does.
Oh God. Megan, Scott was just boasting about your performance, saying how fucking incredible it was.
Yes. Your performance on Friday night at Riverscape in Dayton was epic. Epic. I love me some Megan Miller.
Hi, Rick.
Scotty Albrecht, how are you, man? Am I going to see you tonight? Maybe. I don't know. What are you eating today? I had 3 different people come up to me and say, why don't you start eating on the show too? Because if I ate as much as she does, I'd be huge. What are you eating? Crunchy mochi. I'm not going to comment on that at all. I have all kinds of things I could say just about that
That's what the
visual.
problem is. Doesn't anybody snack?
Hi, Jennifer Cuesta. Look at all these people here. Scotty Bratcher in the house. They're waiting to see what you're going to grace us with today. I hate this background. Can I change this background?
You can do whatever you want, baby. You do you.
Let's see. How's this? That clashes with yours. I don't like that. We could go here. No, I don't like that. Just talk, Ceris. Just talk. Let's talk. Tell everybody what we're doing.
Snacks all day. Oh, I know she does, because she'll eat my snacks if I'm not careful. Did you make a post saying what we were talking about today?
I did not.
Okay.
No. So this is a surprise.
Oh, it's a surprise.
Lay it on us. Let's go to the beach. We're going to
teach everybody how to shoot a porn, because that's what Scott was doing today when the Men in Black came.
2 days ago.
2 days ago when the Men in Black came, and they wanted to talk about. No, is that not it?
They flashed something in my eyes, and I don't remember. So, I don't know. Oh, I'm playing with background, so you just go ahead and tell them what the topic is.
Okay, we're going to talk about booking, because 'tis the season, and it is always interesting during this time of year when it comes to booking. And this year is no different. And we've talked about it before, and I know, but this is just has reached an interesting level with some of the people that are wanting to get booked. So this is just from my perspective, because I'm not talking about any other bar or venue. So I'm not talking about the venues that don't pay the acts, and I'm not talking about this is just from me. So let's just remember that before we start getting angry. But there's so many areas about booking that I'm finding very interesting. And this, I should start charging.
Oh my God.
Am I eating? No? Maybe I can get sponsored for snacks. No? Okay. Hi. I'll just continue then. Nobody else is talking. Okay. So
I'm waiting. I'm just waiting.
One of the things that I've noticed is, is a lot of bands, what you charge for an outdoor festival or a casino or an event center or a private event is not, it should not be comparable to when booking for a bar. They're two very, very different things. at an outdoor festival, you can fit thousands of people. There's thousands of reasons why you can charge thousands of dollars. In bars, when the capacity, because you can only pay, because bars can only pay, and this isn't about bars being cheap, and this isn't about bars not wanting to pay your price. For me, this is about me, or because I'm just talking about me, can't pay that price quite literally because I can't even fit enough people in there for it, like even with a $5 cover charge to pay for the band. Not that I have a problem with paying out of pocket, but I have been getting so many bands that have been asking for this a large amount of money, which is, I know is what they're charging at festivals or at bigger events. And I know that they're charging this at other bars too, because bar owners talk. And we're just sitting there laughing, going, where do you think we're going to fit all of these thousands of people to pay your thousands of dollar price tag? And what's even better is some of these bands aren't even local bands. So I'm not even going to get my crowd. If there's anybody around that's playing that my crowd knows, I'm definitely not going to get enough people. I wouldn't anyways, but I'm definitely not even going to get my regulars there, because if one of their favorite bands is just playing around the corner that they actually know, there's no way that they're going to come to that show. There has to be some sort of like balance. And if you don't care and you don't want to play bars, then maybe don't reach out to bars. But there's no, and when I hear from the bar owners in your own backyard that you're not even packing the bars in your own backyard, why in the world would I book you when you're like a couple hours or an hour or 45, like you're not a local band, and pay that price? It's not feasible. It's not feasible. And it's not because we're cheap. I'm cheap. It's not, it's just literally, I can't do it. My most popular band that brings in the most people don't even charge what some of these bands are charging. It's crazy, like not even close to it. And then I have bands that upcharge me because they think that the Bell and the Bear is doing great. And we're doing great. That's fine. But they upcharge me because I'm the Bell and the Bear and they want me to pay more. That doesn't seem fair to me, especially, again, bar owners talk, so we know what you're charging at the other bars. And then the people that are a traveling band, and again, I keep saying this, I can't pay you a premium because you're traveling. That is a lose situation for me. A good deal is a deal that works for both people. Otherwise, it's just not. And if it doesn't make sense to travel, then it doesn't make sense to travel, and we just don't do business together. But why do I have to pay out of pocket to make it make sense? And I've tried it because I really loved the band, and I've done this, but I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not doing it anymore because it just doesn't even make sense.
So we're going into a new year, right? It's busy booking time right now. If you're smart, you're booking right now, I would say.
Yeah.
How's the climate, the booking climate right now? How's it feel?
That's why I wanted to talk about it. It's a little wonky. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy right now. And I'm getting a whole lot of out-of-town bands reaching out, trying to get booked. And I'm going to tell you something. Right now, it's tough, right? We all know that. It is tough right now, not just for the bands, but for the venues. Unless I get three, this band is superb. They pack my place. They're amazing. I'm not booking you. I can't afford to. And I especially can't afford to do it if you're a traveling band, if you're out of town.
Yeah, and
that doesn't make me a bad person. It makes me a business person, and it has to make sense.
Does everybody out there that's watching today understand the out-of-town thing? Because you can be the most stellar band in the world. You could be off the hook great and travel 30 miles where people don't know you and don't follow you, and your crowd is not going to be for that venue what it normally is. I see it from the ones that travel to the north here, and it's great to see them play. I mean, it was the North Invades Dayton weekend last weekend. Thank God, like Megan Miller's show. I mean, they had 4,000 people there at Riverscape, but it's the last concert of the year. It's an outdoor big event, those kind of things. But you come up and play a local bar in Dayton and you're from Cincinnati, you better inundate that area with advertising. And you as the band better do that. The venue is going to advertise you, but you better do that. Is every site you can get on, everything you can do, because your job is to bring a crowd up there too. And same for people going down to Cincinnati and playing. I mean, you've seen it. We've had great bands come down.
It goes both ways. I mean, I'm going to use, because I love them. I think they're a phenomenal band. I think Ladder is a phenomenal band. I think they're a ton of fun, and they are great at what they do, and they promote the shit out of it, and they're wonderful. And when they play, the last 2 times, they have brought people, and people rent a hotel room and they stay. But it's still not enough for me to compete with the other local bands. It still doesn't make sense financially. And it's not a personal thing. I wish it would work with them. You know what I mean? Because they're really like a good B&B style band.
They are.
And that doesn't mean that I'm not going to book certain out-of-town bands because, for whatever reason, because maybe, but it's like maybe 1 a year at this point. And I've already promised that to somebody, and he knows who he is. But it is almost impossible to expect these venues to pay these premiums for something that doesn't benefit them, because it is still a business. I'm not going to do it. And I don't expect anybody to ever take any amount of money that they don't think is the right amount of money for them. I'm not saying when I tell a band that I'm that's out of my budget, it's literally out of my budget. I can't do it. That doesn't make me an asshole because I'm not booking your band. That doesn't make me an asshole because and you think I'm not booking new bands. I'm just not booking your band. And not because it might not be because I don't think you're good. Maybe it is. I don't think you're good, but it could also be I can't afford you. You can't charge a bar the same that you charge your festivals or your hotels or your casinos. You just can't. It doesn't make sense. We cannot fit that amount of people. There's only so much money we can make.
Yeah, and it's based on capacity, size, who shows up. There's so many variables people don't understand about the venue side of things. I hear musicians say that all the time. Oh, I can't get booked in there. They won't even look at me and all. You have to understand they have to have a crowd in order to make money. You're not in business to lose money, are you, Ceris? I mean,
I'm not.
I hope you're not.
And there are some bands that I book that I do lose money, and I do it because I think they're phenomenal, but they're not super high ticket bands. Like they're not, very, very expensive. So I take that hit because I just think they're incredible musicians and I enjoy working with them.
Do you have a cap that you have in your mind that you just say, I just can't go over that mark?
Yeah. There's only been one band that I have paid over the cap that multiple people are asking me to pay this year. It's crazy this year what people are asking me to pay. Like people are just outpricing themselves.
Well, and I've seen that this year too, and I've seen people not playing a lot. Their band's not getting booked, and it's not just your venue. That's a lot of venues who've said,
of venues.
I can't do it. I can't afford you.
And I'm going on their sites and I'm looking at like their events and how many venues, how many shows they've had this past year. And I'm going, well, and it's none of my business. You get to do whatever you want to do, right? Maybe you don't want to play more than 6 times a year. I don't know. Maybe you don't want to play other bars other than the 1 or the 2 that you're playing. I don't know. But I can understand why if this is what you're charging, bars aren't paying it. And it's not because we're assholes, especially the ones that I talk to. It's that we can't afford it.
What is your capacity at the Bell and the Bear?
165.
Okay, and do the math on that, people. We've done shows about people not drinking anymore and all that. So let's just say 165 people come through the door and you get a $5 cover charge. That doesn't even touch what some of these bands are asking for.
That's exactly my issue. Nobody's going to pay a ticket price for a band if their favorite band is playing down the road, especially if they don't know who this band is. It just doesn't happen.
I'm not a fan of ticket sales at all.
No, and I don't do
bars and bands.
$5 at the door. That's it.
Yeah, that ends up being a mess. And some of the reasons the bars that tell bands you got to sell so many tickets to play here, that's all bullshit. It is. That's a gimmick. That's just a way the bar's trying to guarantee they make some money, and not have anybody there, because most people that'll buy those tickets just take care of their friends in the band and then don't even show up. And people bank on alcohol sales, and your alcohol sales are down everywhere. It was just on the national news the other night.
54%.
38%. No, 38% of women right now aren't even drinking at all.
Yeah.
38% of women that used to go out and partake in a Cosmo or this or that or a High Noon or anything, they're not drinking at all. Mm-hmm. So, and then 58% of sales are down.
Yeah, 58% of sales are down.
Yeah, that's
take that
scary.
In, everybody. 58% of sales are down. The only thing I sell is alcohol. So now we do well.
I'm saddened.
What?
I wish you sold corn dogs. It'd be great. Can I set up a corn dog stand?
And I appreciate you, Mike Killen. I totally appreciate it. And I wish there was more people like you that would make the drive. But here's the thing. If you are a drinker, you would only be able to have one drink or maybe two. And that, unfortunately, and I appreciate it. And I don't want you to think that I'm being greedy or an asshole. I totally appreciate it. But I don't want you drinking more than that if you have an hour drive. You know what I mean? Like, I can only make so much money with these traveling bands.
Very true.
I can't. And it's not a personal attack. It's not. Just make it make sense for me. And I don't want you to take less than what you usually charge. But I certainly am not paying more than what you usually charge because you have to travel. It's just not a good fit.
Yeah, I want to say too that this is a problem not just at the Bell and the Bear, but there are many bands out there, and I understand the philosophy. It's like inflation goes on, but they're like, we're making the same money or less than we made in the 80s. I get it. It's sad.
And we're only charging the same amount at the door as we did in the 80s.
You're based on venue capacity, and that's what it really comes down to brass tacks with. Is venue capacity, and can the venue owner fill it and make enough money to pay you and still turn a profit?
Just to put this in perspective, if you're making the same that you're making in the 80s, I want you to know, I don't know, like, I can only charge what people are going to pay. Do you know how many bars have shut down because they just kept raising it and raising it and it was just too high? Like, we can't keep up. And I'm not going to rob people because then people aren't going to want to come out.
It's not all about alcohol sales either. It's about you paying music licensing fees, you paying insurance, you paying electric. The cost of beverages have gone up that you buy and sell in your bar. Liquor costs are up.
Yeah.
It's
Stephen, you're right. Well, I've had people say I'm with the band. Well, if they're playing in the band, I understand not paying a cover, Stephen. But if you're friends with the band, pay the cover. It goes to the band. Very rarely am I making any more than what the band costs at the door. And if I do, that money rolls over to the next weekend when I don't make the money to pay for that band. It's all going to the band.
Yeah, it's not like you're putting that in your pocket and going to dinner on it.
Yeah.
No. That's crazy.
And I do sell a ton of those THC drinks, a ton. Like I have a huge list of those because I'm trying to, you got to keep up.
Trying to be creative. Brian Peters says, bring back the PB&J.
Love that man.
How are you, Brian?
He's in Key West. He's fine.
Oh, thanks for the invite, Brian. I'll just stay here in dismal Dayton.
Some like self-awareness and common sense when it comes to booking. And also, if I haven't gotten back to you on the business line on my business page, and you think moving over to my personal page is going to help you get booked, it's not.
Kevin Cooper, thank you for that comment. I've said that for years. The friends of the band should be the first.
I agree.
To insist on paying the cover.
I agree.
And I go a lot of places to see bands. You all know that. And many times the door person's like, nope, you don't need to pay. You just, and I insist sometimes on paying because it's important. And it's $5. I'm not going to, if I go bankrupt over it, I'm in trouble. Yes.
I didn't even.
Honey, I had a teen nightclub that I was charging more than that. Teenagers.
Oh, they're not drinking.
Well, yeah, they drank those foo-foo drinks that we had, but we didn't make like a bar does, but still. Yeah. And Brian says they're back in Cincy.
I didn't know that.
How about that?
Trip.
How about that? It's interesting, and let's touch a little bit more on approach. Can we do that on booking too? Because we've hit that before, but I want to say I've had more venue owners recently talk to me about the way bands are approaching this, and it's turned the venue owners into just saying, okay, give me your price up front before we talk about all this other BS. And you want to talk for an hour with me and tell me how good you are and all that. Just tell me what you cost. And it pisses off the band.
I know.
And then they get crappy. But if you're going to charge me $2,500 to come into my little bar, I can't afford you. So we might as well just cut our losses and move on.
Why is it? I've heard so many musicians or bands being like, the first question I always get from these venue owners is, what do you charge? What the fuck else am I supposed to ask? Are you going to play for free? That's the dumbest thing to get mad at a venue owner for.
Nobody cares what your costume looks like or anything. It's a big matter of you coming in, you draw, you bring people, and the bar makes money. And you make money. And the more people that are in there, the more the band's going to make too.
Right.
I mean, in a lot of places, that's how it works.
You're supposed to save a date for me, just by the way, because you're that one person that I'm booking from out of town this year for 2026.
Who is that? I didn't see that.
I'm just trying to remind him.
Who are you talking to?
Bob Klein.
Oh, Bob. Hello, Bob. Bob, there he is. Okay. We talk a lot about self-awareness, don't we, Bob?
It's non-existent.
And, can I just say, too, be upfront, too, if you're an all-original band. Don't surprise the venue and come in and play three cover songs all night and then play all your original tunes, because sometimes the bar that just does not work.
And I'm trying to implement more original music, and you got to do it slowly. And I'm trying to do it more and more and more because I just want to give everybody like original cover. Doesn't, give them a chance. But I mean, the fact is there's not a lot of money in original music for bars. It's just what it is.
It's a fact.
It's a fact. But that doesn't mean that we're not trying, for me. I'll pay you $1, Bob.
Hold on. I'm getting text messages here live in the studio, text message saying, can you address the issue with how to approach a venue owner? How many times have we talked about this? But I'm just going to throw it out there and say, approach them with respect and a mutual understanding that it's a two-way street. That's my give on it. Now you tell your give.
I don't think anybody's approached. Well,
yes, they have.
No. I mean, I don't like it when people approach me with just like this, with just the, I want to play your venue. Give me the dates. Give me some dates like that. Well, no, that's unpleasant. I don't even enjoy your messaging. Why am I going to deal with you? But I also don't like people that send me a novel to read because I lose interest after the first 12 paragraphs. Let's just be realistic. You are trying to get booked somewhere. In that information, for me personally, and again, I do my own booking. I also do all my other stuff. So you need to be patient too. Give me your information in your message. Hey, my band is the Shoemakers. We play in this area. This is the range of what we charge from this amount to this amount. If you think we're a good fit, let me know. Here's a video. I don't want to hear from any agents. I fucking hate dealing with agents, aka your wife or your mother. I build relationships with the band, not agents. Especially because this is local. You know what I mean? Like, you're a local band, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. I don't like it. That's for me.
Yeah. Why? Let me go back to your girlfriend, wife comment. If you're in a band and you don't have time to book yourself, there's a problem. I mean, there really is. I feel that. And I have had more horrific experiences with wives and girlfriends being the booking agent for the band. And the band doesn't even know. Most of the guys in the band or the gals don't know what this person's doing and how they're representing them. Headstrong, just, or booking agent, whoever they might be, just demanding and this, and, I want bowls of green M&Ms type things for my band and all that. This is not world tour, people. There's no writers in local music. There's no crying in baseball. You know what I'm saying? It's just,
I don't,
it's silly.
It's okay if I don't book your band.
Don't get upset about it.
And don't call me an asshole.
Well, I call you that, but
yeah, that's enough for that. Call me an asshole
right.
For being an asshole.
Right.
But I'm not interested has to be enough of a reason for you. I don't owe you anything else. I don't know you. And if I did, I'm telling you, it's not a good fit. Most of the time, you don't want to hear what I have to say. Trust me. Because every time I've spoken the truth, I mean, we've seen the hate messages.
Kevin Cooper said something a minute ago about doing your homework. And let me circle back to something we've talked about in years past and shows past. Come into the bar. Get a feel for the vibe. Get a feel for the customers. Get a feel for what the owner likes. Get a feel for the stage. Are you a fit or aren't you a fit? And before you ever try to book, make your presence known in there. You don't have to have a 20-minute conversation with the owner. They don't have time for that when they're open. Just go in and say, hi, I'm from XYZ band. Nice to meet you. See ya. Great bar. Whatever you want to say, but just get a feel for it and see if it really works for your band or project.
Bronson, you are 100%. There are a lot of talent buyers, festivals, venues, podcasts, etc. that won't deal directly with the band. And that's why I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about me. For me, at my bar, I won't deal with it. I won't.
Bronson's an exception to the rule because their band is traveling and touring all over the country.
You're traveling, touring national band.
You need a manager then. You need a booking guy.
That's fine. That's different. I would still prefer to talk directly with you, Bronson. I figure if you have time, to join us on here, you could throw me a message and be like, hey, let's figure something out and let's do a show. I just love to build relationships with the artists because that's what it should be. It's about relationships. I don't want a relationship with you. You're different. You're a traveling band, but I would still prefer a relationship with you, not your agent.
There is a fine line with that when you get to a certain level and you're performing across the country or you may have a label and the label requires you to everything to go through the management team and all that. Now I've met Bronson's management team. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great people. And they're very relatable. And it's really tough because you get to that certain level. But if you're a local band that's not playing anywhere outside the tri-state, you're just playing Cincinnati, Dayton, some Indiana gigs, whatever, man, just be personal enough to walk in and make sure you're known as the person in the band, not your wife, girlfriend, somebody's girlfriend twice removed, because they'll leave, the girlfriend will leave or the boyfriend will leave and it's over with. And then it becomes a shit show as to who was booked. How many times have we seen that where they've got the booking book and we don't know if we're booked,
right?
Because they have the calendar, and it happens in bars.
Bronson, again, you're saying right, but what if you're trying to book in a local market? Our guy has to, we understand that you are a traveling band. You are a touring traveling band. That is different. That's that's different. Again, doesn't change the fact that I would prefer to book with you, but your management team definitely has, there's rules. I get that. I'm not naive to it. I've booked plenty of national acts yearly, like all the time. I'm just talking about a local band, cover band or whatever that
has no interest in getting in a Sprinter van or a bus and traveling the country. They're just people who work their day jobs and want to come play in a band on the weekend nights, and they're good and they're fun, right. But they don't need a big management team to do that.
Yeah, like
that's just Scott's opinion.
Bronson, if you ever wanted to play the Bell, I would expect to hear from your agent. I know that,
Well, you've had, let's face it.
Someone not us is trying to build out of town. They might be trying to have, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Again, I get that. That's out of town, right?
Who you looking at? Bronson?
Bronson. He's okay. I might be missing something. I don't know. If you're band booking for under $1,500 a night, you don't need management.
Who said that?
Keith Grant.
Okay. Thank you, Keith.
I'm just reading. I'm not saying agree or can write it. Here's the thing. I get so many bands that say, I've heard that I'd be a really good fit for your venue. Have you been to my venue? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've heard of your venue.
Stop by.
Matt Matheny, you're spot on right there. And I agree. The big festivals and events like that require the EPKs a lot of times, but putting your feet on the ground and walking into a bar and saying, hey, I'm a performer and I'd like to play in your 100%. Bar is great. I
100%.
think that's, and even if you do have a management team, as Bronson does, still walking in and saying, hi, I'm Bronson. I've been on your show a couple of times and I'm the guy that plays in the Filthy Heathens. And, our management's going to reach out to you. Perfect.
Oh man, if people,
perfect.
I'll tell you what, you want to be, and listen, let me clarify that would make me so happy. That doesn't mean that's not a guarantee that I'm going to book you, but you definitely have more of a chance than somebody who's like, I've heard I'd be a good fit. Have you been there? No. Cool. Do your research, do your research, do your research, do your research, do your homework, do your research, do your homework, do your research. A 3-piece jazz band asking to be booked on a Saturday night at the Bell and the Bear, as much as I would love to be able to say, yes, I can't.
Right. It's not a fit.
It's not a fit. How would you know that? Because you made an effort. And your effort was to do your homework and do your research.
Can I just say too, I talked to someone recently who made the comment to me, a musician, that, man, nobody's calling me. None of the bars are calling me about booking. They're not going to call you. I mean, I really wish people would understand this is not a two-way street when it comes. Very rarely would Ceris reach out to a band, other than some of the ones that play her place routinely that she probably tries to schedule, every 6 months or every 3 months or whatever. You got to realize you got to put your feet on the ground and go out and do some work and introduce yourself. And on your nights off, I know it's tough sometimes, but get out and visit these places. It's worth its weight in gold.
It is. And it puts you one step further. It's not a guarantee, but I know for me, it's definitely appreciated. Fucking Bob Klein came from Columbus, and he wasn't trying to get, I mean, maybe he was, I don't know, but he came from Columbus.
No, he came to visit.
Right. So it's like,
put a face with the name. I mean, that's the cool part. I love meeting people who've been on the show. I mean, who come up and introduce them, because I always ask, what's your name? Because I remember people that make comments and things, and that's important to everyone. And it's important to a venue owner to put a face with the name. Videos online are great, but be personal. Scott's opinion again. I get accused of having too many opinions. So there. Kevin, at the very least, can use his website. What?
Don't we all?
Yes, well, we have a lot of haters, so we're not gonna talk about them though. Nope.
Scotty Briatcher says that we became musicians, never had to do our homework.
College dropout. Thank you, Scotty. And there's a guy too who's playing all over the country. I mean, Scotty Briatcher, and he's been there, done that.
And you know what?
He's still.
He contacts me. I've built a wonderful relationship with Scotty Briatcher, and I try to use him for everything, like anything like upcoming, because I think he's phenomenal. These relationships are important to me. They mean something. That's why people are like, why don't you get somebody else to do your booking? I would never. This is the most important part of my bar, of my livelihood, of my bartender's livelihood, of my heart. Like the music is the heart of the bar. I would never relinquish that to somebody else, ever.
And you were so smart for saying that.
Could you imagine? Like, that's like being like.
I have imagined. They run off with the book when they get pissed off. That's what happens.
Crazy.
You have a bar manager that's now your booking agent and for your bar, and you make them mad and they run off with your book, and you don't have a record of who's playing there for the next 6 months or a year. It's awful.
It's awful.
You need, and don't get me started on that one, because people can be pissy. They can.
There's another one, Casey. I'd like to, I mean, we may not be all besties, but I consider Casey a friend. Like, he's a wonderful human. How do I know that? Because I built a relationship with him. That shit's important, man. It's underrated. And I'm not giving away the heart to my bar to somebody that doesn't love music the way that I love music.
And you know what's cool too is the people who you've turned down, and I've seen this happen in your bar, people that you just said, hey, you're not a fit, or you're not my price range, or whatever, that still come back to your bar. Maybe they take part in a jam night, or they stop in and just visit.
Those are the good people. Those are good souls. I mean, those are the people you want to surround yourself with. Absolutely. Because there's no MFing people online after that and saying, oh, she doesn't book us because she's a bitch and all this stuff. No. It's business, people. Yeah.
It's business. And if you go get a job, you try to get a job, you get turned down. First few times, if you're MFing people online, you're not going to get hired anywhere. I mean, it's the same way with a band. It's a job. It's a business transaction.
It is a business, and it has to be treated that way. And I will respect that by you saying, sorry, Ceris, we can't take that amount. Cool. Totally fine. I respect that. That's your business. That is the right business. That's the right decision for your business.
Wouldn't you rather they just say that?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, I would.
I'm not offended that you can't play my bar because I can't pay what you're asking. That's totally fine.
The only time you should overprice yourself is if you really don't want a gig at a place.
Yeah, didn't do that.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
mean, but why would you even entertain the idea then? But I get asked all the time for DJ gigs and things. And if I don't want to do it, I'll overprice myself. And usually they say, thanks, no thanks. And we pass. And yeah, thank you. It's great.
Yeah,
And, that's how it works. But I hate to say that.
I mean, I that doesn't change the, I don't know. It's funny. Last year I had quite a few people that I reached out to see if they wanted to play, and their numbers were far too high for my budget. And I voiced that. I said, oh, okay, unfortunately, it's not going to work. I apologize. Because when I have cancellations, I'll reach out to these bands, especially the ones that come on Thursdays, because I know, and that's not saying anything. You don't have to come on Thursdays. It does help me know if a band's good because I don't get a chance to go out that often. But I'll reach out to them because I know that they're a good fit or they're good. And I remember I reached out to like 3, and I reached out to a lot, but 3 of them were so expensive. Like, not so expensive. That's their budget, but way out of my budget. And I was like, okay, that's just out of my budget. And all 3 of them have reached out to me this year asking to be booked at my budget. And what does that say? That perhaps they're having a hard time getting booked? I don't know.
We said it earlier. There's a lot of bands not playing their schedule they used to play because they upped their price so much.
And we just can't afford it these days.
Understand $100, or something like that you can work within that. But when you go from saying I charge $800 a night for my band to we want $2,000 a night for my band, you're not going to get booked. Not locally. It's just not going to happen.
No.
Go the festival circuit. Work it.
Absolutely.
You can play every weekend if you want to really work it. There are bands in town that do that.
Yeah. And there's some bars that'll pay. There's go to all the casinos, the hotels.
Sure.
Do it. You'll get that money there. You're not going to get it from a bar. You might 1 or 2, and that is so awesome. I'm really excited for you, but it's not going to be my bar. There's only been one. What number did you throw out there?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed that part. I was looking at a comment.
It's just, and then there's those traveling bands that recognize that they're what they charge and recognize that there's no way that my bar could pay that, and just want to work with me because we've built that relationship, and they only charge me what we can, and we do our best to make it work. And you know what? Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it does, but I'm still friends with the people that it didn't work with.
Which is great.
Yeah.
And as it should be.
Yeah.
As they say, as it should be.
Those fried pickles, Scotty. Well, Mike, those kid bands on Sunday, I would do them again, but I can only book them if they're reaching out. And I haven't had any more kid bands reach out except for one, and I can't just do it with one band. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick before we go, let's throw the date out there again for Women Who Rock.
October 12th is Women Who Rock. And I don't know if anybody caught this, but we've included Mission Forward, which is that shelter that houses women that are in domestic abuse situations and their pets, because a lot of women and women helping women, but we've included these guys too, this organization, because a lot of women statistically stay because they can't take their dogs or cats because they're afraid that their abuser will abuse this animal. And also because these pets are like live-in therapy. I think the love of an animal is very underestimated, and they help you. So this shelter, that they used to have a place that could only house only about 20 people, and they built. I did a tour. It was phenomenal. Brought me to tears. This shelter can house over 100 and their animals, and it's a very beautiful thing.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I look forward to it. It's one of my favorite events I do all year long. And we're going to have a blast. We are. Did you see? Thank you, Doug, for that. That makes sense. It does. And Casey Gomez wants to book his Scotty Bratcher tribute band.
Oh, no. Fuck that guy.
No.
But we do need to get on that. And by we, I mean me, because I've slacked. Get on that show that I wanted to do with Scotty, Casey, and the crew.
Yes. That would be fun.
Oh, yeah.
That would be fun. So mark your calendars for that one, Women Who Rock. It's going to be a great one. Right now, you've announced Britt Lightning and Tommy London going to be in the house.
Tommy London. I will soon be announcing the Barchetta Fund, what they're doing this year. There's lots and lots of fun stuff.
Good deal. Sounds like a plan. And one more thing today. Thank you for being here.
Yes, everybody. Thank you for being here. And I wish you the best of luck in this booking season.
Yeah.
Wish me luck too.
Get booked. It's that time. If you're a band and you're waiting.
Also, please stop asking me 3 weeks before a date if you can play.
What?
No shit. The amount of people that message me be like, hey.
We got an open date.
Can you book us in 1 month? No.
Wow. Hey, what's happening at the bar this weekend real quick?
Okay. Okay. Well, it's our PB&J today. Then Wednesday, it's Rick Kern's first show of the month. So he does the first Wednesday of the month. And then on Thursday, everybody, this would mean a lot to Jonathan Grooms. No pressure, but if you could please come out and celebrate his 60th birthday with him at the Jam, that would be incredible. He's such a good soul, and we just want him to just smile the whole time. So if you're available to come celebrate, play a few tunes with him, or don't play a few tunes and just be there to say hello, that'd be wonderful. It's Jonathan Groom's 60th Jam this Thursday. Friday, we have one of the OGs of the Bell and the Bear, the Hanky Panks. And then Saturday is one of the second OGs of the Bell and the Bear. These guys have been playing almost the entire time that we've been open as Crown Watts.
Wow.
Well, at least Kevin Cooper has. He was in the first band that ever played the B&B.
How about that?
Yeah.
How about that, people? There we go. Well, I'll be at the Moose Lodge in Miamisburg tonight doing Q&A trivia, and then my Heather's gig Wednesdays. Name that tune. Join me for that on Wednesday night, 7:00. We got till November, and then it shuts down. That's all I got today. You got anything else?
No, we will be there for one of your events, by the way.
I hope so. I'd love to see you guys. I know we had some people there early in the season. In fact, Jonathan Grooms was there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try to be down on Thursday to see Mr. Jonathan Grooms as well, because he's a wonderful person. He is. And celebrate a little birthday fun with the man. Thanks for watching today, everybody. We appreciate you being here. If you're watching after we're live, drop a comment in there. We'd love to hear from you. And going to have some great women playing that Women Who Rock as well. So the lineup there is going to be definitely epic.
Yeah.
So join us for that. Thank you, Half-Life, for being here.
Speaking Love that band.
Yes.
Can I just tell a quick story?
Sure.
He texted me. Shane texted me. He's like, "Dear Ceris, we would just like to let you know that Half-Life would like to be booked for the 2026 or something like that season or something like that." And I was like, "Dear Shane, don't play the Bell and Bear in the 2026 season. I'm going to kick your fucking ass." So yeah, that's fine. You're in. You got it. You're
in, Shane. You're in.
Love that guy.
I got a chance to hang with Shane and Jay from that band on Sunday
so
night.
Nice.
Wonderful, wonderful people. There's so much fun to be around. So good stuff. And like I said, watch for the Miss Jackie pictures to come up. She's wearing all around town stickers in places that are wonderful. And you can't buy that kind of advertising. That's all I'm going to say. So it was a good time with her and our friends from DV8 and 1330 I got to see on Sunday night as well. Good stuff.
Yeah,
I heard you had a great one too.
Yeah, Kirsty Jolie, 17 years old, but
Amazing.
Insane.
Good.
And then Tootsie Sugar was insane. It was a wonderful night of music for music lovers. Yeah.
Good to go.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ceris.
Thanks, Scott.
See y'all soon. We'll be back. This is episode 123 of Hot Topic Tuesday. And I think I got through it today with only like 5 F-bombs. Good job, Ceris.
That's awesome.
Yeah, how about that? You're going to rehab. F-bomb rehab. Hey, remember everybody, I'm taking this one today, Ceris. You ready?
Yeah.
I'm trying to take it here if I can. The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of our sponsors or any entities they represent. And if we piss you off too damn bad. Sorry, did I say that?
No, I thought it was fucking perfect.
I'm sick of the haters. Sick of the haters.
Sick of it.
Sick of them. Hey, we'll be back tomorrow with Mike Reeder and the Ozzy tribute going on that they're putting on at the Village Theater. We're going to talk about that tomorrow at noon. Thursday, Who's Playing Out? Brought to you by our friends at Heather's. And this show's been brought to you by the Bell and the Bear. Where the hell is that?
That's in Montgomery. 8512. Marketplace Lane, Montgomery. 45242.
Carla, I like my F-bomb rehab. Yes. Thank you, Keith Grant. Thank you so much. Thanks, Dewey. I didn't even know you were out there, Dewey. Thank you. All right, we got to get out of here.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks, sweet sister Mercy.